We back. We back. I found what the issue was. Yeah. I found the issue. Sad. This is the last stream. This is the last stream I'll get to watch of you, David. Been a fun second monitor stream. Second stream monitor. Wait, what's going on? It's a weight limit for the rapture. There's no way he said that. There's no way he said that. It's a weight limit. Oh, okay. That's. You know what? I can't even be mad about that. That was too funny. I can't even be mad about that. Oh my god. I can't even be mad. Have you been taken by the raptor? Starting soon screen has replaced you. Oh shit! Oh, why is that not connected, dude? I knew, dude. Okay, so as I said before I restarted my stream, I said I updated OBS because I've been pushing that. There's been the update that's been popping up for the past like few stream, and I'm like, later, because it always causes issue. For some reason, because I started today, I was like, you know what? Let me just get it over with. I updated it. My Steam Deck stopped working, and now for some reason, it's like the freaking thing disconnected with each other, man. So this is with. Hold on. Let me fix this. So this should be with that. This should be with this should be with no link scene. This is let me unlink it and do that. Nice. Down. There we go. So that's linked. This should be let me relink this. So this should be with Elgato and Cam. This should be when I do should be OLED with that, but every time I do that, it messes up. Let me do that, fixes it, changes it, see if what happens if I do this. Boom. Nope, it does not like that. Let me unlink it. It does not like that. Okay, back to full screen. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Actually, no, let me go over here because I'll be starting soon anyway. But yeah, I've seen the Rapture TikTok. Yeah, Rapture talk. Yeah, I have. People are like, so just list all your belongings for super cheap on Facebook Marketplace. You know, let me lowball you on those. I've seen those. Pretty funny. Just checking. Was there supposed to be like a ETA on it on what's supposed to happen, or am I like in a freaking illusion? Did I miss? I didn't get a. I didn't get my alarm. Didn't like go off or something. Did it? Like, oh, did we miss it? Supposedly from. Oh, so I have till tomorrow. I have till. I thought it was from the 23rd to 24th. Okay, so yeah, so it's from today. Damn. Listen. We might have a shot. Okay. Yeah. We listen. We might get there last. There might not be any lifeboats, but we could say we still made it, right? Who is we? What do you, wait, what do you mean? Us, all of us. Listen, we're all making it. How have I been holding up? I've been okay. I've been okay. I've been okay. I think I've been okay. I think. How about you, Aunt? How's has it been a week now since you've been to school? Has it been a full week? Or are you still in that add and drop period? It's been about a full week, right? You'll put in the work for me? That's what I'm talking. You gonna be my referral? Dude. He's gonna I'm gonna put him down as my referral. Shoot. I need a referral to get a job interview. I need to get a referral to get into heaven. Damn. I thought the job market was bad. Not heaven too. A week and a half. Damn. Thinking is good for the old brain. Thinking is good for the old brain. Is crazy. That's crazy. Currently fighting for my life to stay awake for my 8 a.m. classes I should have dropped. Damn. Dude. Oh, man. I remember when I went to... So I went to like... I went to two different universities, right? I went... Hey, thank you, Ash. Appreciate it. Big 72. Um, but I remember because I went to one school for like my first 2 years, like my freshman sophomore, and then I transferred like midway to a different school because the school I was going to didn't have the major I was switching to, so I swapped. But I remember in that first school, I lived about 40 minutes away from it, and I would go there at minimum like 2 times a week, maybe three or maybe four, depending on the semester how busy it was. But it was like minimum twice a week, 40 minutes back and forth. I would spend at least a good like an hour and a half, so about 3 hours, three-ish, give or take 3-ish hours a week, just driving there. So 40 minutes. So you also have to consider that I think, and the funny thing is, I think my class was like a 7 a.m. class. I think it was either like a really late 6 a.m. or like a 7 a.m. class, and it was like some sort of history class, and like because I have to like because I didn't live on campus, and to be fair, the campus I went to, because the school had like multiple campuses, right? And I went to the closest one. They didn't have like housing on the university. Not this one. If I went to the main campus, yes, but I didn't go to that one. That one's like over an hour away from me. So I didn't bother with that. But uh man, waking up like an because the thing is you also have to account for like traffic and stuff, like, so I had to wake like literally like an hour and a half early because you got to get ready. Maybe you want to take a shower in the morning. Like an hour and a half to two earlier. Just for this one class, right? Because I think that day I only had that class. Like that when I had to take that, I think it was only that day. So I literally have to wake up like 2 hours early, get ready, drive there. Class is like maybe 50 minutes, whatever the average time for a class is, and drive back. It's just it was I think I talked about it before. Like this was the class where I would low key wake up and I would just go to somewhere nearby and I'd sleep in the car. I just, not my proudest moment. I still passed the class. But definitely a bit shameful, I would say. Cause like, you pay for the class, right? You pay for the class, and if you feel you definitely feel the type of way when you don't go to it, right? You're like, I paid for it. I should be getting like my money's worth, right? So you know, at that time I didn't care, but like throughout that semester, I was like, man, I should be really going. Like, it's like so shameless. Is the way I was kind of looking at it. Yeah, I know. I know. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. Where's the damn... Where's the damn clock? Oh. Wrong folder. So how's the oh no, my D-pad isn't working properly. Oh man. Ugh. And this is the thing is this is a 3DS I spent like 100 something, like $200 on to get the capture card on, and the D-pad's not working properly. I don't want to open it up because I don't want to like mess up whatever he's done. But I think, but to be fair, Loopy, this guy's a pretty cool guy. I think if you like ask it, if it breaks or something, you could probably send it over and he'll probably fix it for you, as long as like it's his capture card. So, you know. But but yeah, why don't you just make friends with people in the 8 a.m. class, and then ask them to like take notes for you or record for you or get a voice recorder. And if they do attendance, then you just pay someone, there to go here. Just come on, you Mr. Popular over there. I know you got some. You probably have like half of them are probably your friends in there already. That's too much work. What do you mean too much work? Why did I do that? Because I didn't know anybody there. Honestly, I think that class specifically, I think I went maybe less than 50%. Less than 50% of the time. I think less than the 50% rate of going there. You could have known people. Listen. The thing is, I had only one class that day, and I've also noticed nobody in that class had any of my other classes. you might have that luxury of multiple people having that class with you with another class. I was if I had somebody like that, like at least like there were in my other classes, I think it would have been a lot easier. Oh, what the heck? When did that change? Dude, what'd you do, man? Team JC just don't accept everyone. You call me JV. What the heck? No, it's probably when I was fumbling with the Steam Deck trying to start the timer. I think I messed it up then. But yeah, just you know, I unfortunately I didn't have anybody that was in my classes. I mean, unfortunately, when I was doing my school stuff, there was a lot of times I didn't get to do full time. So, unfortunately, the sucky thing is if you have to work while you go to school. Most kids probably don't understand it, but like if you ever had to go work, and I'm not saying on campus jobs, because they accommodate for your school, your school schedules and stuff like that. They accommodate. But I'm talking about like non-campus job. If you have a non-campus job, you sometimes you can't take a full schedule because the time just don't match. Right? Because you're gonna be working the days when like all these classes are available, right? It's either you're so you all you have to hope is that the class you're taking the class you need to take, like literally need, or you can't get a degree. If that class don't have a super early class or a super late class, you're boned. And I think that's the reason why I took a history class so early, because there was no late class for that. It was either super early or like around that noon threshold, you know, like plus 1 to 2 hour, plus or one minus, like that. Like it was like that sweet spot, like where most classes are. Early, you know, late morning. Sorry, I guess like yeah, morning-ish to noon. Oh my god. So I didn't have that luxury. So when that happens, the people that you know, the thing is, the way I look at school is almost like an on rail shooter. You know what I mean? Like an on rail shooter. If you ever play like Star Fox 64, everything is like you can't control your ship. You just kind of have to go with the rails. Yeah, I guess you could say like in Disney World. I mean redacted world. Uh, Toy Story, the where you're on rails shooting the aliens and stuff, like the robots. That's like an on rail shooter. College is kind of like that. If you're not on rails, you pretty much missed it. Like you missed the train. So you're kind of like dragging your feet along while everyone's like, all the people that you're supposed to be taking classes with are like three towns over, while you just made the first stop, you know? And it's gonna be like that forever. Like you're gonna be like that much behind compared to them. And that's what I was doing. Like I sometimes I did like full classes, sometimes I'll take a little more than full classes, but like I could just never maintain it enough to like match up to them. And even if I did like make up to like where my graduate classes were gonna be, this is like it's like far gone by the time where like you can make like a deeper friendship, you know? Because like you're like in your senior year, do you think you're really gonna take your time out of the day to make a new friend? Like unless it's like your friend's friend, right? But like a complete stranger, it's like really, it's like not really, unless you meet in like a very like super social spot, you know, super social, and you care, and you have like, you share like literal near perfect hobbies or some extracurriculars. So it's not gonna happen. Like if the only thing you share is just classes, it's not gonna happen. And that sucked. It definitely sucked because like I would make a friend in one of my in a class, and then we would never have the same class again. Just we would never have the same class again. It just sucked. But that just kind of proves a lot of them were kind of just school friends and not friends. You could be fooling around to professor and get an A. Damn. Is that the strat? I know you had it like that. Damn. Why not just change your streaming schedule then? Why not just change your streaming schedule? I do change it. I've been cooking. You've been cooking for your dorm. Damn. You're telling, dude. You've been cooking for your dorm floor? Oh no. What's up, Mop? Any shinies? Not any so far. That's very sweet of you, Aunt. I don't even cook. I've been bullshitting it, but it works because they like it. Damn. That's some pick-me energy, Aunt. Damn. What happened to your natural charisma you always had? No, I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. What's the hunt? Well, we are mainly looking for 2 Paras. 2 Paras. We're hatching odd eggs on Crystal, but on Let's Go we're looking for Paras. 2 Paras, hopefully. I'll make you play if you drive over. How long is the drive from here to California? From like the south over there? Oof. It's minimum 24 hours, right? Without a doubt. Maybe more. No, it has to be more. It has to be more. Has to be more. If me going from south to Maine was like a 24-hour drive with like breaks and food in between, it's definitely going to be more than 24. Has to be like 36. With like breaks and gas and food. Maybe, yeah, have to be 36. I'm just like a safe amount. 10 hours if you lock in. 10 hours if I lock in, he says. This sounds dangerous. Oh my god! Whoa! That's a shiny... Dude, another first egg. So, if you remember last stream, we got a shiny Igglybuff with our very first egg. Alright, I guess here we go. Oh, and we kill it. Nice. Wow. Amazing. This thing is never ending, man. We have killed every single Igglybuff. Man, this is stupid. Class number 2, see you later, man. We have killed every single Igglybuff we have run into. Every single one. Without fail. Every single Igglybuff. Every single one. Like, it's actually kind of crazy how every single like, I have 0 Igglybuffs. What did Igglybuff ever... I don't know! I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh no, I'm innocent. I swear. I swear I'm innocent. Oh. That's a regular one. Regular smoochum. Oh yeah, movie update. You know, I haven't talked about any movies lately the past few weeks because I haven't been watching any movies, but I did for some reason a few days ago I decided to watch Irishman, and it was a great movie. All right, it was a great movie. It was a good movie. Uh, some people might not like my take on it. I think the movie was just a tad bit too long. You know what I mean? It was a tad bit long for a flat ending. Nonetheless, it was a really good movie. Another Shiny buff. Okay. Is that what, like, my 5th one? No, this is my 6th Igglybuff. Hold on. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. First one? Holy shit. Oh my god. Dude, I am actually, like... Wait, let me double check. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm legit 6 for 6. I am legit 6 for 6 on Shiny Igglybuff. What the frick, dude? That's actually insane. I'm 6 for 6 on killing it. I mean, sorry, sending it to a better home. What the frick? I'm 6 for 6. Maybe it's the curse, because remember before we started hatching odd eggs, I was like, I'm gonna speculate that Igglybuff is the first one I'm gonna get. And I was right, but I was also wrong. Because yes, that is my first shiny, but it's the one I cannot obtain apparently. I'm 6 for 6 on Igglybuffs for some reason. I don't know why. I guessed right, but wrong at the same time. That's crazy. Well, I hope my luck changes. Oh. Regular Smoocher. So how was y'all's weekend? Good, bad, same? Mine felt... It felt... like... It was like... eventfully... Oh, Pichu. I think that's regular Pichu. Do we get a free Igloo buff after killing our 7th? I hope so. I think this is regular. I don't think this is shiny. Yeah, it's regular. Yeah. No, none of these are shiny. Okay. I hope so. I would like buy 6 get 1 free. But yeah, my weekend was like eventfully I don't know if I could describe it as... Well, no, I think it was like... I think it was okay. Nothing too crazy. I think I was, yeah. I think I was just kind of just in the motion, kind of. I feel like sometimes it's a little bit hard to explain. I feel like, in what motion? I think just kind of, you're just kind of floating around. I think that's what I felt. I was like just floating around. Like, I think I made like okay. I was being productive, but like kind of like with an asterisk. You float, nice joke. Yeah. You probably think I can't swim or something either. You probably think I just sink. Yep. I know you. You think I just sink. You're naturally buoyant. Okay. Like a whale. Wait, so do I float or do I sink? Because if my back is if my back is as big as you infer all the time, wouldn't I sink rather than float? Like, can you have such a big back and not sink? Yeah, thanks. Listen, make sure you say the good word for me up there. All right. Whales are able to come up and slam into the water. Yeah. That's true. I guess that's true. But they don't sink. They don't sink, though. You know, I'll be honest, I'm low-key kind of sick of this area. You know what I mean? Like, I'm... Crazy thing is, this rock tunnel area is probably the least, like, area I spent the time in. Like, I spent more time in Route 3, Viridian Forest, etc., etc. But for some reason, maybe just the cave is making me depressed. Like, I think I need a sunlight. I think that's what I need. I think I need a goldenrod. I think that's like, that might be a correlation. Like, I'm getting sick of I'm getting sick of the Mount Moon much quicker than the other places. And can you find Paras anywhere else? I don't think so. Last time I checked, no, but I guess it won't hurt to check again. Let's see. In Let's Go and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the only places you can find them is Mount Moon. Only in Mount Moon. And yes, I could find this in other games, but you know. Realistically, no matter what other game, Let's Go is probably the fastest to catch it. And I'm saying that, even with SV, because I'm just not a shiny sandwich believer, man. In my many sandwich eating streams, I could hardly feel the difference. I'm be honest. It to me just didn't feel like it made didn't make much of a difference. People be glazing the sandwiches like it's a game changer. You get like 100 per 30 minutes, bro. I get one if I'm lucky. I'm like one, maybe 2 or 3 on like if it's like the super event boosted raids. That's what, like, if that's the case, yes. But like regular encounters, bro, I'm 1 if I'm lucky. Like, holy moly. You know, sometimes... No. Maybe your sandwich is just what do you mean? I follow somebody's recipe. It's not even my recipe. I follow Papa Jefe's recipe. And I'm not pushing blame. I'm just saying I think sandwiches are a bit overrated. I don't think they're like an end all be all. But my opinion of it might change whenever I switch to the Switch 2. So what are there? And then I experience like the full like boosted models on screen. then maybe I'm assuming Sanders just will make a difference. But with my current experience with the Switch One and Switch OLED, hasn't made much of an impactful difference for me. Not much. Oh, hey, what's up, Snugs? I just noticed. Sorry. I just noticed because I saw both of y'all's name are in bright pink. So I didn't even see the. Is that the cat? Yeah, I didn't see that. What's up, man? You make any good progress in RuneScape? You still stuck in Barrows? Gemstone crabs. No, I actually been doing that lately too. I kept pushing it off. And I was like, you know what? I need to get my defense up to 99 anyway. So I've just been I've been hanging around gemstone crabs also, mainly. Wasn't making much progress with Vorky. Have you been doing Vorkath, or are you working on the requirements to do Dragon Slayer 2? Gemstone's better than Nightmare Zone. I would disagree. I think they're pretty close. But I want to say Nightmare Zone maybe. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna say Nightmare Zone probably is a little bit better, but it's definitely less AFK than Crabs. Because I think right now I'm getting like somewhere around. I'm getting somewhere around. I'm not getting the best rates, but I'm getting around 80 to 90k per hours, just using a whip. And this isn't like max strength gear or anything either, which is all right. But the thing is, if I had to choose between the two, I would pick Gemstone 10 out of 10 times every day. The thing is, most players will take a lower XP rate over higher XP rate if it's more AFKable. Let me know if you need to borrow any gear from me while I'm gone, by the way. Do I need anything? I don't think so. I've been buying additional gear, trying to wrap up TOA 300, because my runs aren't really that good. Usually it predicates to the fact that man, when you jump from 150 to 300, you're in the rooms like with my current gear and everything. You're in the room like 2 to 3 more minutes, and that's where like things can get more dicey. The longer you're in a room, the more dicey it can get. And the thing is they also hit harder. They got more defense. So like a damage reducing weapon is like a must. Also, I don't have much outside of Full Sword, Twisted Buckler, and Claws. Full Masori. Damn, honestly, I think you're just better off. Ow. You won't catch my ass doing barb fishing. Barb fishing's nice. I don't mind barb fishing. Honestly, how much is Masori? How much is full Masori? Is this like fully reinforced Masori, or is this just like non-reinforced? But regardless, I think full crystal. Like if you don't have, I feel like if you don't have T-Bow with Masori, I feel like I mean I guess you could argue this, but I feel like if you don't have T-Bow Masori, you're almost better off just having full crystal with full crystal Bofa. But then there are instances where you need a crossbow, and in that case, a Masori would be better. So it's it's very situational. You have a Bofa, no T-Bow. Damn. We should have bought when it sunk. We should have bought when it sunk under a bill. It's very good. Yeah, I know. I know that bar fishing you can tick manipulate it. I remember at one point I was doing before I hit 99 mining. At one point I was doing I think I was tick manipulating sandstone, I think. Like that's one of the tick manipulation you can do for mining. Pretty sure it was sandstone. It was all right. All I have is pile of bones. Do you have the 200 mil banked? Cause like, what if you run out? What if you run out of bones and you need more money? Are you selling your gear? That is regular Elekid? Did you have to liquidate? Did you have to liquidate your bank to get all the money for the bones? I feel like there's no way you just had like that much liquid cash just for bones randomly. Cause I know that wasn't cheap. Unless you're doing like a really like cost-effective bone, but it's gonna take you like 3x longer, you know, than like not like the most expensive, but like the optimal bone, which I'm assuming is probably the most like cost-effective is probably that's kind of pricey. Is probably Vorkath bones, right? That's shiny. That's shiny. That's a noticeable yellow. That's shiny. It has to be shiny. Hold on. That first one wasn't shiny. This one's definitely shiny. Lol, no, I have 90 mil or so, and then I use Wyverns bought at 2100. Oh, okay. But how much did it cost you from going from 99 to 200? There's no way it costed you under like around 100 mil, right? It costed more, right? It was like way more, right? But yeah, this is definitely shiny. Hold on, let's double check. I'm pretty sure this is shiny. So this is regular. Shiny. So I was right. Okay, here we go. Coin flip. Of course, it's not an Iggly buff. Of course it lives. Of course, it's just we wouldn't have it any other way. Excuse me. Of course, we wouldn't have it any other way. Well, that does mean I'm done with Elekid, though, technically, if I choose to. All right, if I choose to, you know, use all of them, I'm technically done. Nice, cool. Like 1.4, more like 1.1. I guess what I'm curious, like, I don't know where you got all the funding from. I remember you did crafting for a good bit to make money for construction. And I'm assuming some or most of it had to come from Slayer. I don't know if you did much flipping. And even if you yeah. So I'm assuming it came from, because you tend to like all the money burning skills. So I can't imagine you did like rune crafting for money, like excessively. Don't think so. Regular Smoochum. A lot of Herbie, that's what it was. Is that where you got like a bill from doing Herbie? Does that, what? I mean, yeah, Hydra. So I knew you did Hydra, so you definitely made a lot of money through that way. I had a feeling it was mostly Slayer, but I'm like, how much, like how profitable is Herbie? I can't imagine it being that profitable. I need to start doing my Araxor tasks. I think I have a demon task that I'm saving, so I can do frickin' the tormented demons. But I need to do the quest, so I was like doing Slayer heavy, then I got that task. I'm like, oh shoot, might as well do the quest for tormented demons, and it's been like a week since I said that, and I have not done the quest or even started it. He said he doesn't remember. He bought money. He bought money. No, I'm kidding. Hey, listen, if you know anybody doing if you know anybody buying coins, tell them to be careful, because they're being a lot harsher with it. They used to be a lot lenient to buyers, but now they're like, the buyers are the problems. So now they're probably gonna start throwing out perm bans for people buying GP. But yeah, what's the ETA? Do you think on the 200 mil? So box 3. Dude, I don't think this Paras freaking exists, man. In freaking like 2-3 streams, I think we've seen a singular. Hold on, let me see. So we saw a Paras once on once last stream, and before that, before last stream on the 18th, that's when we saw one Paras. Before that, and this is with the boost, odd boost, the spawn boost. Before that, the last time we saw a Paras is is that can't be it. Has it really been that long? The last time we seen a Paras, the very first one. So we've only ever seen 2 shiny Paras, I think. From what I'm understanding, 2 shiny Paras. And that one, we seen it in August 28th. That is the last time we seen that was the first time we ever seen a shiny Paras. Like, holy. Ow. I'm doing 112 right now, but I need to prep some more material since I'm doing Volamore. What do you mean you're doing Volamore? Like you're doing the quests? The Volamore quests? I wonder if the the blessed bone with the wine, if that's better, if that's more cost effective, because I need to get my prayer up, and I'm like, I'm getting these bone stuff from doing moons, right? Because I'm trying to greenlog moon. I was like, I wonder like how much this is gonna equate to, and like how much I'm gonna get. Should I buy that over that? Like, it is better. Like, what is one of those equivalent to in bones? Like, which bone does it compare to, I guess? Six XP, regular is 5. You know, I'll be honest, I don't know how that prayer works because I didn't look it up. So I'm assuming the way that works is it you get the bone shards blessed and then you combine it with the wine, kind of like how you do with jugs of water and grape. Is that the same like inventory process so you can like bank stand for it, or do you need to go to an altar for that? Because if it's a bank standing, that'd be pretty sick. Like, no joke. That'd be really sick if you can bank stand it. Each bone gives you a certain number of shards when you crush it. So bone gives you 58. 58 times 6 is... Okay. I think my game is bugged. I don't understand how I'm not seeing a single shiny. Maybe I'm just not being quick enough. To make this really go fast, I need to go like in and out really quick. Alright, go in, go out. My rate of going in and out of the ladder is a bit kind of nerfed because I'm like trying to also focus on the other game that could potentially run into a patch of grass every single time. So it's a bit hard. Like if Crystal was a little bit more brain dead breeding, hatching eggs would be better, but you know. I paid an Etsy witch to drop your shit. He paid it. That's crazy. You got money like that? And cursing me and shit like that? And that's a bad. And you, bro, you're getting left behind. With all that bad vibes, you're getting left behind. Yep. Thank you for giving me the spot. All right. With all that bad vibes. God said you did not pass the vibe check. Here's the prep. Stack of sunfire shards. Stack as a mortar with the full of the juggle wine is the bank stand part. Then you gotta crush your bones by blessing them, and then you chisel them. Then you take them. You take them to the altar. Honestly, at that point, you might. I think for mains, it might be a lot more brain dead to just kind of Remington house teleport, right? It almost seems like that seems a lot more annoying. For Iron Man's, I can see that because like you gotta like for Iron Man's, I feel like that's fine because like you gotta maximize everything. But for like mains, I feel like we just kind of be lazy with it. What's the point of living if you can't have a little bit of fun? That's that's true. But you know, sin tends to be the tends to be a synonym with fun. All right, if you're having fun, that's sin. All right, that's what they told me on the internet. Fun is sin. Well, apparently everything's a sin. Hope you get it. That's how thoughtful. I appreciate it though. You know what? Listen, if I could let you in, I would, but God said you did not pass the vibe check. Alright, he does not appreciate the bad shiny vibes. If you're not singing, JC died for nothing. It's just he calls it J. He calls it. I find it really funny when people shorten like Jesus Christ for JC. I think it's so. I don't know. It's so funny. Doesn't make a huge difference getting to 99. Makes a massive one to 200 mil though. Is that what you're doing? Are you doing the shard thing? It doesn't seem very it seems kind of click intensive for praying bones. You know. Well, not click intensive, but like a bit drawn out. It's a bit drawn out. You aim for 2 mil XP a day. Damn, how long is that? How long does that take? 2 mil a day? My God, you're about. I think you're about to. Honestly, I think you're gonna burn yourself out of the game. I think you need to do some other things in the game. Go try out Moons. Go try out. Go try out Huey. Go try out the other like the skilling mini games. Like I know it's I know I'm playing on my main, but I still plan on green logging things, and that's why I'm doing lunars the moons right now, because I'm just gonna green log it. Green logging moon isn't too rough, because you're guaranteed a unique piece every time. They're not gonna give you dupes until you go through the whole list. Then I need to go back to Barrows because, you know, I've got everything, but like it was before Collection Law came out. Yeah, that sounds like that 2 mil a day sounds like a recipe to burn out. You make the shards at work. Yeah. Well, listen, it just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Sorry. Yeah. Yep, and then Sailing's gonna come out sometime this year. I think it's coming out sometime this year. I think late this year. I think. I don't think it's. From what they say, it's late this year. And now, then you're probably gonna join in for the race to 99 Sailing. We got a green log show. I'm saving all the monotonous mini game stuff like that for like last. Castle Wars, Trouble Brewing, and I have a feeling that by the time I get to Trouble Brewing, that mini game might be like retconned out of the game, or they updated it. And I'm really hoping for the first one, or no, the second one. I still want to go. I still want to go do freaking. I need to go do, because I was on today doing like farming run, because I'm close to 99 farming, and I was like, I saw someone with the Penis Queen pet, and I'm like, man, I really want that pet. It's so ugly that it's beautiful to have. But like, Barbarian Assault is so dreadful to do, because you need like, you can't carry people, and like 9 out of 10 times strangers they're so your stranger teammates are very finicky. And appreciate it. Appreciate it. I don't know. You're too busy trying to 200 mil prayer. Always. You know, you gotta try do some. You also gotta try some CG. I feel like there's a lot of things you just haven't done in the game. I don't know, that this could be me. I'll be attacker every time. Dude, I can't find this thing. You know what? Hold on. Maybe I just need a fresh reset. Maybe that instance of the game had bad vibes. Now the shiny frames have been reset. Now I'll get more shinies. Yep. The memory leak has stopped. We clogged the leak. Gotta camp scurries to learn boss. Get me Toa certified. I feel like the thing is, I feel like most of y'all can do TOA 150. So like, if you want like the bare minimum uniques, you got to do 50, right? That unlocks Lightbearer and Fang. And then when you get to 150 is when you get the rest. So you get all of Masori, Shadow, the pet, and then like 150 is like the baseline. And with my current gear and level, like 150 is like dummy easy. Like I have plenty of resources left over and everything. It's a bit of a wash, right? Then you're supposed to kind of like the right thing to do is you're supposed to kind of like increment slowly, like go up to like 200, then like a little bit more. But for some reason, I don't know why, I decided to go from 150 to 300, and it's a jumping from 150 to 300 is it's brutal because you're adding all these extra little levels, and they're doing all these extra little knickknacks that you're not prepared for. So like you just get like pelted. It's rough for sure. You're the Phantom Muspa quest. That's a boss I need to do more of. I want to get the Venator bow. No, Loki. I need to freaking just do the Gothic Sleep quest, man. I just need to get it over with. I just need to get that over with. The melee phase. I've been, speaking about like clicking issues. So I've mainly bossed with classic mode, super small screen RuneScape, right? But the past few times I've been playing on that classic mode, but like everything enlarged. It fills your screen up, so everything's a lot bigger, and I like it. But I've noticed that my clicks have become a lot more inaccurate because of my muscle memory. Because things aren't where it is normally, right? Because everything is so much bigger. So I'm having a hard time kind of shifting to that. So I kind of made like a happy medium where I play it on the classic mode, but like increase the size a little bit because my monitor is really far away. So if I play on the super tiny mode, I'm like I kind of have to lean forward a little bit because some of them are really small. So I kind of have it a little bit enlarged a little bit. So it still kind of doesn't cover the whole screen, but like small enough where I don't have to drag my mouse too much. Yeah. Royal Titans for sure. I think Royal Titan is a good. I think it's like a mid-level boss. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it a few times with Jordan. Aren't you about the Green Locket though? No. Only thing I got from Royal Titan is one of the pieces to the staff, which I sold recently because I needed money because I needed to buy more gear for Toa, for a higher level Toa, so I did sell it. But I've only gotten one piece. I still need the prayer scroll, even though I don't need it because I already have, you know, rigor and the augury. But you know, why not, right? And I still want the pet too, Bran. The only boss I think I have pretty much green logged is Vorkath. I think that might be the only one, I'll be honest. I don't think I have anything else. I mean, with the exception of the Barrows, really. Because I've gotten everything but the pet. I've gotten the Wyvern. I've gotten Draconic Visage. I've gotten the Jar. I just need the pet. That's the only thing I'm like close to green log. Everything else is like scattered. Two Vorkath kills. Vorkath is fun. We gotta run into a shiny Paras today, right? Like, there's no way we don't. At least one. Like, one would be a success. Dude's Volcano. Yes, sir. There's so, you know, it's crazy. There's so much to do in RuneScape right now in my like brain. Like, I gotta do, well, not do as in, oh yeah, actually, yeah, that and like green logging. So many. There's like an overwhelming amount of things to do. Excuse me. Should I ask my bank for a chargeback? I mean, if you want to take on the reversal curse for chargeback, if you're willing to, I mean, if you're willing to take it. That is a regular Cleffa. A Cleffa Weffa. I don't know what I did to get all these bad luck. That was a whole party full of non-shinies. Like, nice, you know? Like, yippee! God, the rock tunnel is just dreadful. Is it me or y'all getting not are y'all getting tired of it's Mount Moon, not Rock Tunnel. I used to be so happy when we got this place because like it's super fast. Look at all these shinies. And oh, how quickly that became wrong. I used to glaze this spot. Now I don't. It's like an old X. An old X where you had a messy breakup. But y'all shared the same like local like in the wall store like restaurant for some food, and y'all just happen to have like similar enough schedule, and you just happen to keep meet each other. That's what it feels like. Like at first it was great, and now it's just like, damn, this is awkward. And you start blaming the restaurant. When I think it's more of a mentality shift somewhere. You start, man, XYZ just don't hit the same anymore. They change the recipe? Are they skimping out on the recipe? Are they using cheaper ingredients? Like, what's going on? You start hallucinating things. Damn, it went up by 50 cents? Man, I remember there were $3 cheaper. Like, see, it's just that's what happens. Man, this place used to be all low key. Now it's just full of bunch of TikTokers. What happened? It's like stuff like that. So that's the vibe I'm getting with Mount Moon right now with me. Angst. It's an old XP to leech off her Netflix account. Yep, and you see her watch like a series you hate. You're like, damn, I knew she'd like that. I knew it. I knew she'd like that trash show. And just reaffirms everything. Yeah. I knew her taste was basic. Damn. Yeah. I think what needs to happen, low key, I think. Oh wait, technically, actually we'll see. I think I need to. I think I need to shift into a different challenge for a little bit, and like give the living shiny decks a little break, or do a or do some sort of other Pokemon challenge that kind of feeds into this, right? Like, regardless of like what I do in said thing, it all kind of adds to the shiny living decks, something like that. But like, but I think the reference, the framework will be different. So maybe there'll be like a wait. You're calling yourself basic? What do you mean basic? What are you talking about? Exquisite taste. Have y'all not seen the movies I've watched lately? Come on, exquisite. I feel like I give pretty good movie critiques, right? I feel it's very fair, right? As I said earlier, Irishman. All right, fantastic movie. Tad bit too long, a little bit of a flat ending. But some would say that was like you know on purpose. I don't think I don't think I have the problem how it ended. I think I have a problem with how the story technically ended. Trying to catch all Gen 2 under 20. What are you, crazy? That's impossible. Only way I can do that is if I literally run probably like 30 different instances of like Crystal. It's the only way. Maybe like 50. Well, a Mars go. Yeah, listen, it was good, but it was good. Uh, but like I said, it had some flaws that I didn't agree with, and it's a very Martin Scorsese uh twist. He has his own little like flair he adds to it, and sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Like the Irishman was a pretty raw movie, but it it felt like it felt like a very I feel like if you're eating like a really exquisite wagyu type of beef, right? You want it to be, or not even wagyu, but some sort of expensive meat that has like marbling. Like it has like a it has like not it has like an imbalanced ratio of like marbling and etc. And I feel like you gotta like trim it a little bit to kind of like make that perfect ratio where it's not too much of something. And I feel like that's what he needed to do with. Okay, listen. This might be a hot take. I think how long The Irishman was a bit pretentious. I don't feel like it should have been like 3 hours long. I think it was a bit. I think it's like. I think it's a bit of a. I think it was a bit of a pretentious move. And I think it's because I feel like some of some of the scenes did not matter really. I feel like, and he had that kind of scattered throughout most of that 3 hours, and I feel like that added a. He had a lot of fluff in it. There's a lot of fluffiness in that film. It was really fluffy and a flat ending. And I'm just like recalling the ending, and I'm like how everything kind of went down, and it really was a bit of a flat ending. It was really flat, like disappointing. And I gotta say, when I was watching the film, and we get to the scene where they all go to prison, when they all, I don't know how long they were in prison, but my god, they went from like a young 70-year old, young like 60, 70-year old men to like in their late 80s, late mid 80s. That I was like, how long were they in there for? It was like incredibly long. Like it was like it was like, damn, what happened? And another thing. Uh, I feel like the whole I don't remember what the youngest daughter name was, but throughout the whole movie they kind of gave her they kind of forced this like mysterious older, more mature for her age vibe shenanigan story arc for her. I wasn't a fan of it. I thought it was a waste of story time, film time. And they're like trying to force like a connection with the I forgot their names, but like the first boss really wanted to like trying to like try to connect with the young daughter, then the teamster boss like easily does it. I don't wonder, I don't like, I thought her purpose for this story was so pointless. And because I mean at the end of it, like for like she kind of gets the vibe of like, and my question is, was it all for the purpose of like she kind of gets what he does for a living? Is that what like, and then like his daughter doesn't talk to him, and then his other daughter's like, yeah, we can't come to you with these problems because you're just gonna like kill them, kind of vibe. I feel like the daughters in that movie, the daughters they felt kind of forced into the plot. Like at some part of the movie, they try to kind of like revolve the story around them, and then it went right back on like on rails back to like the main guy. Like it was weird. Like it almost didn't know what it wanted to do. Some parts of the movie, and I want to say he kind of got sloppy because the movie was so damn long. Like it almost felt like, I don't know what the average film length for a Martin Scorsese film is, but I'm assuming it's probably in the average of close to 3 hours. I feel like 2.5 to 3. But the thing is, I feel like for the Irishman, it felt like he was trying to like he was adding all these unnecessary story arc and fluff to kind of fill, kind of like the whole, you need at least 300, you need like for school you need like a minimum 300 word response kind of vibe. And that's what I felt like he was kind of doing with Irishman. He was trying to fill some sort of like over 3 hour I don't know, ego. I'm not ego, but like some weird like 3 hour thing, and it just felt like there was a little bit more fluff than it need to be. No rebuttal, no opinion on Irishman, or is everything I'm saying make sense? And if you haven't seen it, it's a bit of a long watch. It's a good watch, I'd say. It's a good watch. I enjoyed like 90% of the time. But it's a bit of a long watch. More fluff than needed. Whoa, 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 whoa! We're talking about the movie here. We're talking about the movie. I don't know what your opinion is on The Irishman, but I think I said enough about The Irishman. I feel like I think I said everything I needed to get off my chest with that movie. I haven't watched it since it first came out, and yeah, I remember it being super long and gratuitous. Yeah. It was, I don't know. I think I need to watch a different movie to kind of like palate cleanse my movie tongue a little bit. But not because it was bad. It's just because it was a bit. Maybe it was a bit of a tiring watch. I'm not sure. That is not shiny. That's regular. Dude, I'm so mad. How did we run into two freaking Igglybuff and they're both gone? It's so dumb. So stupid. Oh, oh, oh! Come on, man. Really? Come on, really? That's what I get? That's what I get? This is what I get? That's what I get? Oh my god. Here, let's flip the coin. Heads, 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 heads. Thank you. I didn't want to catch it, okay? Maybe it could have went to a loving home. I don't care. I don't feel like breaking my Parash chain is like the main reason. Yes, I would rather keep 10, 11 Parash chain over a shiny. I celebrate over that. If it's something I'm already done with. Some would say that's evil. And I would say, I don't care. I'm here for shiny Paras, not shiny Zubat. I'm trying to get out of this depressing Mount Moon. I heard the new movie with Leo was pretty good. The new movie with Leo. I feel like I know what you're talking about because I feel like I've seen it on like a trailer on TikTok. I remember my bro back in 05 didn't know what a shiny was until after beating a shiny Zubat. Oof. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. That's rough. Hey, if you know, coincidence. My very first shiny was a shiny Zubat. Also, but I never got to catch it because I didn't have any Pokeballs. It was a long time ago. Oh, oh. A new Leo movie though. Hold on. Leonardo DiCaprio. What's his latest film? Maybe I should be looking at an IMDb and not Wiki. Yeah. It's probably a better idea. Did it come out? Or is it coming out? Oh, one battle after another. That's it, right? What is this? When their evil enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunite to rescue one of their own daughters. Sounds interesting. Actually, you know what? I just thought about it. There was a movie I need to watch. One to add onto my list first is a Shia LaBeouf movie. Came out like 2019. It's him and I think this guy who has Down syndrome, I think. But like Shia LaBeouf plays like an outlaw, and then he like bonds with the guy, or something. Transformers? No, no. No, it came out in 2019. I forgot what the name was. Damn, what was the movie called? I think I saved it on my phone because I needed to add it to my thing. It's called... I actually don't know what it's called. But it's from 2019. He's like an outlaw. And I don't remember what he was helping the guy with, or the kid or the guy. I don't remember. Ah, that's the name? The Peanut Butter Falcon. That's an actual name. Whoa. Zach, a man with Down syndrome, runs away from a residential nursing home to pursue his dream of becoming a wrestler. Later, he meets with an outlaw who becomes his friend and coach. The Peanut Butter Falcon. What a interesting name, movie name. The Peanut Butter Falcon. Wow. But yeah, that's the movie. I was like, you would find an Urban Dictionary. You know, listen, I don't blame you. It's still kind of hard to believe that's the actual title of the movie. Like, someone was intoxicated when they thought of the name. Someone was on some funny business when they made up that name. Or maybe that's the Zach's wrestling name. The Peanut Butter Falcon. Maybe he likes the bird falcon and then he likes peanut butter. But he just combined the two things he liked. I think that's my guess. It's probably his wrestling name, Peanut Butter Falcon. And you know what? If that's true, that's kind of that. Listen, if that is his wrestling name in the movie, it's kind of a fire wrestling name. I won't cap. It sounds kind of fire. So when are you getting your 17? When am I getting my 17? When am I getting my 17? When am I getting my 17? Oh, oh, oh. Are you upgrading? I'm pretty content with my 12 right now. Like the only way I'll upgrade is if my phone breaks or like I literally can't run TikTok or YouTube or like my browser. Like if I can't use the things I need it for, then probably. But I've heard from people that because it's made of aluminum, it's and not titanium, it's a lot more malleable. So if you accidentally drop it, you're gonna get a bigger dent, a bigger crack. Your phone is probably way less likely to survive. I feel like it might be better for you just to wait until the 18 because maybe by the 18 they'll get the aluminum casing more kind of refined because this is like the first time they're doing aluminum casing for the phone. So maybe they haven't, got everything in order. So maybe waiting for the 18, which they'll probably still do aluminum, I'm sure. Or maybe they'll do both aluminum and titanium and then just upcharge like crazy for the titanium variation. So you're gonna have like 18 Pro Max aluminum. No, like just no 18 Pro Max, which is just made out of aluminum, and then 18 Pro Max T version or TI version, which is made same thing but it's made out of titanium. Yeah, but I want my liquid glass without killing my battery. I forgot you made the upgrade. Can't you, dude? Dude, ask them if you can revert back to the previous update. When you go in for the visitation for the phone or whatever, the reservation, ask them if you can go back to 18. There's no shot. There's no shot 26 is worth it right now. There's no way. You know, there has to be a better place to hatch these damn eggs, I'll be honest. There has to be. Oh, this ain't too bad. Hold on, wait. No. It could be better. You know, I'm getting to the point. No, this should be. I'm like getting to the point where maybe I do try catch combo. You know, even though I do still think it's not as good as just resetting through the ladder, but like. But like at this point, I'm willing to try other things. You know, to see if my odds will go up, or not my odds, but like just to see if I get lucky. You know, because I could start chaining Paras, and I could encounter one legit like within the first like 40 chain. You know, it could happen, right? While I do this, well, I could keep doing this, and I don't get one for God knows how long. Maybe there's like a shiny limit, you know? Maybe like every save file has like an X amount of shinies you can get before they like super nerf your shiny odds. That could be a possibility. I'm not much of a believer of controversy or rumors or random shenanigans, but that's a crazy thought I'm willing to stand behind. Nerfed odds after an X amount of shiny. Because they probably knew that, like, they knew that people were going to get shinies, like, dummy fast. So many Zubats. So many Zubats. God. Hatching eggs in Gen 2 is miserable. Here, maybe I'll catch just for good luck. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Man, this no Paras is really damping up. Dampening the mood. What if we never get this Paras? Well, that just means that we'll just have to get it in a different game. I have a feeling that we're definitely gonna overstay our welcome in this game, or in Mount Moon because of Paras. That is not shiny. I'm getting kind of tired. Give it one more week. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it can last another week. Ooh! I think that's shiny. I think that's shiny. I think that's shiny. I think that's shiny. Whoa! Hold on. Shiny Smoochum. That's the first one. Whoa! Hold on. I have a pretty sure that that's shiny. All right, here we go. Coin flip. Please, 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 please. Yes. Dude, I really think it's just Igglybuff, man. Every time I get Igglybuff on the screen, the coin just goes no. Anything else that I need, Sure. Was that egg? That was egg 60. Nice. Yeah, we've had 60 eggs already. That's crazy. Wow. Snack break. No snacks. I didn't bring any. Oh, you know what? Let me save. Actually, that's a new baby Pokemon I haven't gotten yet. So technically, all I really need right now, the minimum for me to just to move on with the game is one Igglybuff, one Pichu, one Tyrogue, and one Magby. That is regular Tyrogue. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I don't need the Magby. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna say I need it. I'm gonna say I need it. So over like half. Yeah, the ones we have left are like the way rarer ones. Like the multiple Clefas we were getting and Igglybuff, they are the more common ones out of the shinies. The two rarest we haven't gotten yet, Pichu or Tyrogue. So in 60 eggs, we're kind of unlucky, I feel like. That is regular. That's regular Liquid. I just want one of each, at least, for now. And then we'll definitely come back to it later. Just want one. Just want one. Imagine the only one we're missing is Igglybuff at the end. We're like 200 eggs in. We're 12 Igglybuffs in. Heads every time. Man. Sounds traumatic in my opinion. They're all checking around. Yeah. It's actually so funny. Wait, so when does it end tomorrow? Is it like on whose time zone is this based on? Because it can't be based on your own time zone. You know, it'd be really funny if it happened like per time zone. Like midnight for you, like your time. It's all different. And you have a feeling something's going on when the whole time zone disappears. Like New Year's Eve. It's like New Year's Eve. You know, I feel like I feel like New Year's should be centralized, as in the world collectively picks a time zone to base off their New Year's. You know, instead of having like, you know, X amount of different different New Year's. Don't forget to leave your phone locked so they can go through it. Yeah. Oh damn. This might be the last batch of egg for tonight, unless I get a shiny Paras. All right, I gotta make an ultimatum, or the game's not gonna give me a shiny Paras. All right, you heard me, Pokemon. Let's go. You have until I hatch these 5 eggs to give you a shiny Paras. Like, it low key takes a whole stream to hatch like a box, a whole. I think you can only have 20. A whole 20 eggs takes about a whole stream, about like 2 to 3 hours. Ridiculous. Oh yeah. I saw him. They used the Pokemon theme song. People were outraged about it, and they're tagging Nintendo and Pokemon, which I think, unfortunately, I think it falls under fair parody use, like fair use and parody. But the question is, that's that whole fair use parody thing's an American thing. It doesn't apply to Japan. So how does that work though? Well, they say parody, but like, so I feel like it's far from parody, but you know. So yeah, absolutely. I feel like there are no lawyers, there are no law firm better in the world than the ones that work for Nintendo. Dude, how many more years do we got till this is over? Is it like like I don't think we're not even done with year one, and it feels like I've been through like 2 years worth of stress already. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful what you say, where you type on around here, man. Careful, careful. You're chill with your... Low key, I miss my now that dude now I don't know how I feel about I don't think it has happened yet, but there is gonna be an American based TikTok now with an American algorithm owned by Oracle, and you know, I don't know, man. I might use it like strictly just for live streaming and then posting shorts, the TikToks, and then like not consume any of the TikTok for you page. The IG reels disgusting. Yeah, IG reels kind of suck. YouTube Short is getting a little bit better, I've noticed, but it's not as it's like it's all like repost garbage. Not repost. It's literally just like 90% of the things I see on YouTube Shorts is just other like TV show, movie, some other like content just clipped up by some random person to make money. That's all it is. There's nothing like raw and original on YouTube Shorts. It's like all manufactured slop. Dude. Right before I started stream, I watched a TikTok of this girl talking about her self-worth and talking about how she opened a spreadsheet, wrote all the names of the people that she knows, and then wrote a number of how much this would affect them if she disappeared. And she was trying to like she was like balancing it with like how much would this affect people versus like how like she was like trying to like weigh the pro and con of like would me disappearing have a higher effect or a lower effect overall, like a net positive or net negative. And like she was like that shit was raw, dude. I was like holy shit, this is people are so real on this shit, man. Like that shit was so genuine. Like she was like weighing like how much like she was even worth like being alive, and she was like contemplating like how much it would affect the people around her. Like would they like get over it quickly or not? I was like, what the hell? I was like, bro, this is the real shit right here. Not like it's that you. I don't think we're gonna get that in any other place. I was like, this shit raw, dude. Those are inside thoughts. Yeah, well, listen, I appreciate people being vulnerable on the internet, you know? It makes you feel not so alone. But yeah, the thing is, we won't get that kind of stuff on YouTube Shorts, IG Reel. Think I would be a 3 for you. I think I would be a 3. I would say you're a 3. Low key, you know, I thought about it. I was like, if I just randomly disappear from streaming, like I don't think it would affect you guys that much. You guys were like, oh man, he's like gone or something, blah blah blah, and then like maybe you do like a little research, and then you might hit like a roadblock and just kind of just move on. That I feel like that. I don't think it'll be too hard for y'all to move on if I just whoosh, just suddenly stop streaming all of a sudden. For a week. I just want to shine a Paras. I don't know what I need to do, but we'll definitely give it to this week. So we'll do today and then Thursday here looking for Paras. If we don't find a Paras by Thursday, I think we'll move on to a different route and come back. Cause like I said, or maybe even Thursday. Maybe Thursday I'll just move to a new route. I don't know. I don't know if I could stay in freaking depressing Mount Moon any longer. Let's try every item. Okay, that's good. You know, that's good. See, that's the kind of like workaround humor I like. You know, I hate it when people just like, it's Pro ZD. It's so straightforward and boring, right? It's like it's so basic. But when you throw it around like that, that's funny. I can appreciate that wholeheartedly. Like if you just go, you look like Pro X Y Z. It's like, come on, that's so boring. Like, gotta be more creative than that. I don't go for yeah. I sometimes, but yeah, no. I think you're pretty good about. I think you're pretty good about, you know, if you were Thor, you would have went straight for the neck or for the head, like that kind of vibe. You go straight for the jugular. I feel like you don't waste time beating around the bush. That and then you don't spam it like you don't overdo it. Some people do kind of do like the whole like roundabout way of doing it, but they kind of do it too often where it kind of gets like all right, chief, we get it. You know, we get it. Ah, we get it. It becomes kind of like it becomes kind of annoying. But surprisingly, you hit a pretty good sweet spot with it. With like most of your jokes, I feel like you hit a pretty good sweet spot where it doesn't become overbearing. I think maybe you just maybe you just read the room very well. I feel like some people don't have that skill. Some people do not have the reading the room ability at all. It is, I don't think it's definitely not a learned. It's not a learned trait. It's not a learned trait. It's like you have it or you don't. Hey, welcome, man. Welcome back, man. How's class? My class is finished, but if you were to disappear, I'd want your Animal Crossing Switch. Oh shit. Hey, listen, listen. The Switch is the Switch is definitely available. It's definitely available for a price. Free Roni and cheese. I don't know. I think for the Animal Crossing Switch, I think if it's to somebody that I know, I think I just want what I paid for and tax. But if it's a stranger, I'll probably charge them whatever it's worth. But if it's someone I know, I just want to make even. I just want to break even, Stevens. You know, I don't even know how much Animal Crossing Switch goes for brand new. I feel like give it some time, like literally when Switch One goes out of discontinues, I'm sure like Animal Crossing is a IP that is well loved enough where that the console will definitely appreciate in value because it's not a bad looking Switch at all. It's a very pleasing, has a really nice color palette, and the dock is really nice too. It's a really nice dock. So overall, the whole design for everything is really nice. So for all the Vibe gamers, they'll definitely like the aesthetics of it. Oh, here we go. I told you if we don't get a shiny Paras before this team of five hatches, that was it for today. Why don't you try to sell it when they had a shortage? Uh, I got no. Funny thing is, I got it after the shortage. I got it after. I got it after the storage. I got it. Wait, did I get it? Oh no. Sorry, no. I got it when it came out initially. I think it's either I got it right when it came out before the shortage or after the shortage because because after the shortage they had it they had way more stock come out of it, and that's how most people got theirs. I got it. I think I'm pretty sure I got it in my first wave. You, don't worry. Best believe I'll find where you are first. Oh shit. I respect the dedication. Hold on to it for another decade. uh, I think my only fear of holding on to modern sealed console is the lithium battery expanding and just damaging the console. Because eventually it will happen, right? It will happen. Give it time, it will happen. Some consoles are luckier than others where it doesn't happen for a very, very, very long time. But it can happen. And that's what I'm afraid of. Lithium batteries. Expanding batteries. Oh, that's another one. I think these are pretty fair odd, right? You know, 1 out of 14. So, like, please, can't get another shiny. Oh, no, actually, I don't really care about the odd egg shinies. Because they're pretty much of a shoe-in guarantee. One of these days, these random grass encounters I hit, it's gonna be a shiny. One of these days. That's if we do the odd egg long enough.